Did you know that Germans have a fifth season, and that is called the asparagus season, or Spargelsaison in German? And that is when everybody oohs and ahs over white asparagus. White asparagus is actually the more common type of asparagus in Germany. The green asparagus is somewhat of a newer occurrence. It can be a little bit challenging to find here in the United States, but if and when you do, it is so worth trying to make it at home. And in this video, I'm going to share exactly how you can make the most out of this really delicate, super delicious, and healthy vegetable. Obviously, you want your asparagus, your Spargel, to be as fresh as possible when you buy it. And sometimes I find it at the market and I'm worried that it might not be there the next day. And I buy it, but I'm not quite ready to make something with it. And that's why I put it in some water and keep it in the refrigerator until the next day. Ideally, you want to make it the day that you buy it from your grocery store. The next item of business here is peeling the asparagus. And the asparagus that I found, and I'm always happy when I find asparagus. I don't necessarily choosy here, because in Germany I would be a lot more picky, but I need to peel these really skinny spears, and I use my vegetable peeler. In German we actually call it Sparschäler, or sometimes we'll call it Spargelschäler, which basically means that you peel asparagus with it. And you can hold it in your hand, but with those thin spears, they tend to break a little bit more easy, and that's why I personally like to put it on a cutting board like this and then keep it straight so I'm not bending the asparagus spears. And ultimately, it doesn't matter so much, but they just look prettier on a plate when they're whole and not breaking up. And as you can see, the thin ones, there's a lot of peel here, but the peel is really woody and you want to peel them as much as you can. Then I have them in a large pot over medium heat, and in my kettle I am boiling some water, and that's going to go right over the asparagus. And I could have put the boiling water in the pot and then added the asparagus, but I did it this way around. To make the asparagus more flavorful, I'm adding some butter, lemon juice, and some salt. The lemon juice helps cut through the bitterness a little bit, because white asparagus can be not really bitter, but have a very slight bitterness, and a little bit of sugar to bring out the sweetness. This is a very delicate vegetable, and I find that these three spices really make a big difference in bringing out all the flavors. You want to check it for doneness, usually 15 minutes or so. And remember, the full recipes are in the description box below. And you want to make sure those spears are tender, but not so much that they lose their shape. You can see how I am trying to remove them from the pot, and there's a reason why I'm doing it this way instead of just draining out the water, which you'll see in a moment. And they are holding their shape, but they're tender to the bite, which is absolutely perfect. You don't want them to fall apart or lose their shape, because then they just get mushy and they're just not quite as delicious. Here are my asparagus peels, and this is why I didn't drain out the water, and I'm adding them back to the cooking water because I want to make another recipe with this, which is later in this video. So stay tuned for that. It's really making the most out of the peels and the woody ends, and not bringing anything to waste. I have a little bit of butter here, actually quite a bit of butter. This is one of my favorite ways to serve asparagus, by spooning some melted butter. You can also brown the butter if you like that flavor. I think the regular melted butter is just perfect. And then some breadcrumbs for just a little bit of added texture, and just to make it look a little bit more healthy, and a little pop of color, some parsley. And here is my favorite way, with some ham and boiled potatoes. And my family also likes the German schnitzel. Now here is what I'm going to make with the asparagus peels. Now I am draining the cooking water. I let the peels sit in it overnight, and I'm going to make asparagus soup with it, or some people call it cream of asparagus soup, or Spargelcremesuppe, Spargelsuppe. All of those work well. And I need to drain that, and then I'm going to make the base for it with some butter and some flour. And that really depends on how thick you want your soup to be and how much water you have. In the recipe below, I'm talking about 1 quart and 1/4, something like that. And for the base, you want to cook it a little bit before you add the asparagus water. And I always like to go in stages by just adding a little bit and whisking it quite vigorously. And even if it looks lumpy in the beginning, trust the process, because once it starts cooking, the flour butter mixture swells up a little bit, and then you can add a little bit more. So I go in stages and just add the cooking water over time. You can determine how much you want to add depending on how thick it is, or you can use a little bit more flour and butter if you like your soup to be a little bit thicker or thinner, so you can kind of adjust it to your preference. To make it a little bit more flavorful, I love to add some bouillon. I have this bouillon concentrate, but you can use any regular bouillon, or you can just simply use some salt. I like to add a splash of lemon juice. Again, that brings out the brightness in this recipe. A little bit of salt, and you just taste it as you go and add as much or as little as you like. And it sits on my wire whisk instead of in the soup. Then to make it a little bit more fancy, I like to either add some dry white wine, or I only had some sparkling wine for some reason. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll do that. If you cook it for a little bit, it will lose its alcohol. If you don't like that, then you just add it at the very end. And then just a little bit of sugar to make the taste a little bit rounder. And I love using sour cream instead of heavy cream, but heavy cream, whipping cream works just as well if you have only that. And since I did have some spears of asparagus left from the night before, I don't know how that happened, but I did have. You can also save some, because this soup looks particularly pretty if you add some asparagus pieces. And I like to cut them in smaller pieces because, a soup is a little harder to eat when you have these long asparagus pieces on your spoon. And the asparagus tips are always the most delicate. I love to have fancy soup bowls. Actually, it's easier with all the drippage here to just serve it right into the soup bowl rather than on the little saucer. And yeah, this is such a delicate flavor, and it is such a fancy soup or appetizer for any meal. You could serve it before your asparagus or as an appetizer for any other recipe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I'll see you in the next video.